one wants to be Peter Criss, Lois. Not even Peter Criss.
What's going on, everybody? This is Trend Kill Radio, a rock news show about all things rock, except for when it's not. Brought to you by the Foundry Concert Club right here in Cleveland, Ohio. I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I am Jimothy.
Fucking A right he is.
Yeah, look at this hair. I got it out and about.
I know, that mullet's looking good, baby. Anyways, before we get started, please just hit subscribe, hit like, hit the notifications, because we don't know when these shows are coming out anymore. They can be out on a Saturday, they can be out on a Tuesday. What do you want from me?
Hey!
So, the former guitarist of Cannibal Corpse, Pat O'Brien,
Mr. O'Brien,
finally been sentenced. And you say sentenced for what? And why is he the ex-guitarist of Cannibal Corpse? Because he went fucking nuts one day back in 2018. In a cold, snowy, wintry day of 2018, just before Christmas.
Yeah, just before they announced the big tour, too.
Yeah, they're going to play with Lamb of God, I think.
Yeah, they were supposed to go on tour with Cannibal Corpse was supposed to go on tour, Lamb of God and Amon Amarth, in support on Slayer's 2019 North American leg.
Yeah, that was the end of Slayer, wasn't it?
Yeah, so huge gig.
Pat done fucked up. So anyways, if we want to go back in time, back to 2018, back before the world ended, Pat was under the influence of, we don't know exactly what, but it was something. He had set his house ablaze somehow. We don't know how. Something subconsciously maybe told him, hey, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'll either die or I'm going to be in big trouble. So he bounced out. He went to a neighbor's house. Now imagine just a nice, I can only imagine this as like a nice suburban, like, you know, just cookie cutter, pretty houses, white picket fences, you know, a little dog.
Idly-ho, neighborinos.
You know, and bushes and tulips and stuff like that. And, you know, everybody.
White picket fence, everybody's got 2.5 kids, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
Yeah. And so Pat, he bounced out of his house and he busted into some lady's house. She and her family are going like, whoa, what the fuck? What are you doing? And here's this crazy guy, this death metal dude with, you know, long black hair, tweaking out of his mind.
Hallucinating. Ranting about the rapture.
If this were the rapture, I'd be floating up there. And so would the slow janitor.
Actually, I never truly accepted Jesus into my heart.
Or something like that, just like completely out of his gourd, and someone said someone was after him, so he went to go hide in a closet in their house.
And so he knocks this lady down and then bounces out of that house and hides in the backyard. He hides behind said white picket fence, little fence. And then cops, you know, they're storming his house, trying to get this fire under control, and they couldn't do it because there's all this ammunition and stuff. He had a ton of ammunition in there, fireworks. It's blowing off. It's popping off like crazy. Then, you know, they get the call that, hey, a neighbor's house is just bursted into, and he goes hiding behind this fence. Cops eventually find him. He charges at a cop with a knife, which, I mean, if you don't think there's white privilege, then point in case, because they didn't shoot him. They just calmly tackled his ass to the ground. I think they gave him a few punches. You could see, you know, in his mugshot, he had a little something going on in his face, but restrained him, cuffed him, brought his ass to jail. And that was Christmas of 2018.
Apparently, despite that, he was booked, and then, you know, he appeared in court, noted to be wearing an anti-suicide vest, so that kind of tells you where he was at in his life based on his decisions. But he was actually eventually released on bond for $50,000.
So that fast forwards to now. He has been charged. Jim, you got the charges brought up here? That's crazy, though. It's 2018, 19, 20, 21. Finally, this guy gets charged.
So, yeah, he was
Our court
arrested.
System is ridiculous.
Absolutely. So, finally, he was arrested and charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling, assault, and aggravated assault on a police officer.
But, yeah, located in his house, they found 80 different weapons in this guy's house. After it had been extinguished, they found a arsenal of bullets and 3 human skulls Excuse me. So this guy, you know, he had a lot going on in his head, apparently.
So after all this, eventually he was sentenced to time served and 5 years of probation, plus a fine of $23,793.45 for good measure.
What an odd number.
For the bizarre incidents that played out on December 10th of 2018. It was $93.45 to repair the damage to the fire, I guess, or something. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, and now he's going to be under surveillance by the man. He's not allowed to drink. He's not allowed to do drugs. He's going to be getting random piss tests. I'm assuming it's for those 5 years that he's going to be on probation, which, I mean, God, can you imagine not having a beer for 5 years? But drugs, man, you know, drugs, that's a team sport right there. Don't do drugs by yourself because you're going to start going nuts.
Speaking of the
set
rapture,
your house on fire.
So anyways, of course, you know, Cannibal Corpse has to keep up business as usual, and they need to find a replacement. So they were able to enlist Hate Eternal's Eric Rattan, who filled in as their live guitarist during his absence. And in February of this year, he was actually announced to be now a full-time member of Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, the lead singer, you know, he wanted the Pat to be back in the band after all this stuff had settled, but I mean, it just went on for way too long. They had to get someone to fill in, and that guy, Pat had said, you know, he just kind of just meshed right back in. You know, he became our new guitarist. Corpse Grinder, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
George Corpse Grinder Fisher. Also known for doing good deeds on the road when he has a fascination with a claw machine, you know, that you would play in like a Walmart or a game store or something like that. And he donates all those stuffed animals that he collects and stuff. He donates them all to kids, which I thought was very sweet. Libby actually informed me of that.
In addition to his financial restitution and everything else, drug and alcohol checks during probation, he has to also serve 150 hours of community service.
That fucking sucks. Have you ever done community service?
No.
Oh, I have a few times.
Well,
it's not fun. It's so fucking lame. Like I had to go to Salvation Army one time and work there, like in the pit, like sorting out shirts and then like, you know, placing them in the right color coded tags and all that kind of shit, like out on the racks. I had my iPod hooked up at the time, and some nerd came over and was like, "You're not allowed to listen to that. Like, you're in trouble." I'm like, dude, I was listening to John fucking Tesh. They were playing 95.5 The Fish over the loudspeaker. I heard Lighthouse and John Tesh nonstop. Remember Lighthouse?
I remember Lighthouse, yeah.
Hanging by a moment. Oh my God, it was miserable. I was like, you know, I was begging for Creed at least. I was like, something. Give me something to work with.
I'll be able to stab. Give me them riffs at least. Come on.
Dude, it is not fun. So good luck to Pat O'Brien. He'll bounce back on his feet when he gets all this shit over with. He'll join another death metal band. He'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure. Or maybe we'll start something up with Corpse Grinder. Do a side project. Why not?
Yeah. Okay, that is all that we have for this week's episode of Train Kill Radio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, hit your notifications once again. Yep, and that is all. I am Sean Ryan.
And I am Jimothy.
And this has been Trend Kill Radio.